Hello, I'm Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Factorio. We're still making solar panels. It hasn't been that long. I decided to record something else while we're waiting on those because I wanted to work on something here, and I don't want to stop playing the game because I love this game so much. I figured out how the train signals work, so we're going to use those. We're going to run four trains. We're gonna run four. We're gonna run four trains. Um, yeah, we're gonna run four trains, and hopefully it'll work. And then we're also going to kind of redo this setup because with four trains, this is gonna be emptying out a ton of stuff, like way faster than what this can really handle. Because like even right now, this is always backed up. And like this first section is just not getting enough stuff because I don't think a lot of this stuff is actually making it over there. So part of what we're gonna do here is this is gonna get a little bit messy, I think, is we're going to actually reproduce this thing like a couple more times. It's gonna mess this up a bit. So we may have to rework this just a tad. Yeah. So first things first, I'm actually just going to cut this off here. And we're gonna need to work. We're gonna need to work. We're gonna need to work quickly. We're actually gonna cut all of these off, and that's all just gonna disintegrate out of the way. Okay. So, whoa, okay, careful. Stop that. So how this works again. Okay, so this is going to be something like this. Oh, hang on. So it's one, yeah, so it's here, 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 here. Okay? Obviously, this is all gonna basically have to get picked up. And reconnected in a way that works. I'm not sure how many times we're going to do this, but so this is going to come here, across, and then here to here. Is that right? Seems right. Yeah, okay, like that. Okay, I'm going to do it at least a handful of times here, I think. So across like this, up and around. So in theory, this should hopefully balance everything across here. In theory. Yeah, so like this. I'm thinking one more. Yeah, one more. So this is going to go here, here, and here. Yep. And then luckily we didn't have to move some of this stuff. We are going to have to redo some of our setup here. But that's not a huge deal. Okay, and then there. And last but not least, set of these guys. Okay, we need to snag like all of this stuff here. Because it's all kind of wrong now. Hopefully this evens everything out. No guarantee that it actually will. Okay, so this one goes to here. This one, that's not right. Goes to here. Here. And then here. This one gets a nice straight line. And then this one goes there. Okay. Let's see here. We got to hook these back up. Don't run me over, train. All right. Hopefully this should. It's going to take a little bit to really get a feel for whether this is going to balance everything out. But hopefully it should. If it does, we may not need to run the other trains. But we're going to set up for it at least anyways. Just in case. Let's give this guy a little bit of time to kind of figure it out. Give our solar panels. So what we're going to be watching here is that on the outputs here that these are all the same, because what was happening before is that these right four were completely full, but these first two were kind of lacking. So in theory, this large chain of load balancing should fully compensate for any discrepancies in this earlier setup. Hopefully it doesn't slow stuff down too much. I don't think it will, though. We seem to be running at full capacity here. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely running at basically maximum capacity. Oh, somehow our alts got turned off. These are all basically still full, so there's a huge buffer in there. So us stopping didn't really affect anything at all, honestly. And we're actually starting to build up a pretty big buffer in those chests too, which means we're going to be building a fairly large buffer in the other chests, the ones that are at the staging areas as well, which is a good sign, honestly. I think actually right now we're probably producing more ore than we can consume in iron, which is actually a good thing. We're actually backing up in all of these too, which is real good because obviously this stuff fluctuates. Okay, well that I'm not even going to put down the signals, honestly. Actually, you know what? I'll show you how they work. Okay, so let's come back here to this train station, and then we'll go to the next one. So how this works is you place down a signal and you see the arrows. So between this signal and the next signal is marked as a section. If there's a train anywhere in that section, this signal, the train will stop basically at this signal. So if I place the train here, what'll happen? Place the signal here. What'll happen is that if there is a train sitting at this station here, a train that's coming down, like right now, this train coming down the track would have stopped at this signal instead of plowing into the train on the track. So that's a good thing. But we're not actually going to place these because we don't need them at the moment, at least. What we do need to see is how this has evened out, and it most certainly seems to have evened out fairly well. I think by doing what we did, we balanced this across enough that it actually has worked out. Okay, so now we want to grab somewhere here. We should have a blueprint. Do we not have a... we must have cleared said blueprint. That's fine. We can just clear this one. And we actually want 2 of these. Whole sections right here. The whole way down to... do we need the storage? I don't think we need the storage on the steel. So I think we want 2 of these sections to here. Okay. So this is going to produce steel. We do want to still be producing the steel, sending the steel in this direction this way. So I would rather just bring the iron down. I mean, unless there is a way. And unfortunately, short of pulling up a whole bunch of drills here, there really isn't a way to get these guys where they really need to be. We could put it like here, and then instead of dragging the iron down, we could just turn it to the right. And that might not be a terrible idea, because we are going to need a lot of room for the copper, which I think will fit down here. The other option is I could put the steel in here and then take this one, iron one, and bring it over next to that other one. And actually, this might be the better idea. So why don't we do that? We'll bring this over this way. That's in the way. Oh, we'll bring this over this way. And then we'll just bring it up like this to about here. And then across. And I'll wait to hook that up for just a moment. Let's just come down here. And we're going to unhook this and this, and then we're going to bring this all this way. All right, and then we're just going to wait for... Basically, we're just going to wait for the ore to get just past here so that we can connect this up without having to pick up any of this ore. Actually, I don't mind picking up this ore, because not ore, iron, because we actually need some. So let's pick all this up. We're running a little bit short in our own inventory. Not that we need a ton. It's just nice to have in case we need to craft something on the fly. So we'll just pick that up and use that stuff. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do... don't break anything. Oh, that broke things. That broke things. Let's hook this up. And then this up. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we want to put this guy somewhere in here. Doesn't really matter where. I don't think. Just go like right. Yeah, let's just go like right here. I guess there's a tree in the way. Yeah. Right there. All of this stuff should be in the network somewhere, in theory, because I don't think this is. Well, the beacons might not be. If they're not, we can figure that out then. So let's just yeah. They're finding some stuff already. So yeah, all of that stuff should be in the system somewhere because we just pulled up the other iron one. So what's going to happen here now is the iron is going to come from two different places here. This way and across, I guess. Like so. And then this guy. And across. Like so. Hopefully. All sorts of stuff's coming flying in. I should go through the whole base at some point and convert every single chest that isn't a storage chest to like a passive provider chest or something. Well, even probably the storage chest, honestly. Just convert it all to passive provider chest. They seem to have found just about everything. The beacons, not so much. Do I have beacons on me? I don't appear to have any beacons on me. Can I craft any beacons? I could craft one. Oh no, they're finding the beacons too. Okay, so that's good. This is all just getting done here, and once it's done, I will plug in the iron, and then we will be able to disconnect. Well, I don't want to disconnect just yet from up above, but we will be able to soon. I would like to let this build up a little bit. Maybe not too much, but we'll get this going. It's all just about done, I think. We'll want to put some speed stuff in these then. So I think we can just connect these up a while. All right, so that should begin the production of steel. Should work out, I think. Yep, there we go. All of them are producing steel, and then that'll begin to back up, which is exactly what we want. Excellent. So then the next thing we will have to... Ooh, we disconnected something over here. Unfortunately. How did we... Oh, you got disconnected. There we go. Whoops. How did that... Well, let's see. That was disconnected for a little bit. So how did that affect our stuff down here? Not at all. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. I'm real happy with that design, how that design came out. So what we're going to do is those two steel output lines will come up here, go in directly next to our iron. That will basically underground belt across here. And then I'm probably just going to pull this stuff up right here. And Like this can go away, and then this will be able to go away, and I can just bring the iron in directly next to the coal and a nice, wonderful, straight little line here. Yeah, just leaving enough room to bring in the copper. Once that's done, we will feed the copper in as well somewhere. Probably down where we fed this iron in, I would think. Although most of our copper, where that's getting pulled off of, is like right here. So I don't think it would be a terrible idea to try and feed it in somewhere else. But I think we'll probably be fine trying to feed it in here. Whether we can actually do that or not, that's an entirely different question. Let's just follow this down here. Let's see. We will have to, if we're going to feed that in here, we'll probably have to take out this row of solar panels and bring it up here. I think. Probably. Something like that. We might even... Yeah, it could fit on the upper side here. We would have to use some underground belts to go under the robo ports. Although we probably don't even need to, because all this stuff is going to be like right here. So we can go... and this is actually going to have more production essentially than the iron does, because half or a third of the iron is going to steel. Actually, we can probably just get away with cutting that out and only doing 2 sections. So actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's just clear this out. And we can take, and we're going to copy this the whole way down to here. For here, across, and across to here. Yeah, that should be 1, 2, 3, 4 output lines. So that'll be this. Bamf. Oh God. Using this blueprint is a little bit laggy. We just got to make sure that we've got enough room to do... We're going to probably not line this up, but we got to make sure we've got enough room for a train, and then the whole like load balancing mess that's going to come with this whole thing. So this will probably go right here. So we should probably just take and do this. Like so. And then I think that's lined up, actually. So let's just click that down. Whether we've got all that stuff or not, I don't really know. But that'll be it for this episode. I'm going to let this stuff build off camera. I will actually probably go put down some more solar panels. And next time, I guess we're going to start setting up our copper mines. So if you like the video, click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for some more Factorio. Thanks for watching.